Hey, what's up, guys? Here's the custom playbook for the Edge Legend Part 2. I couldn't do it last time because I ran out of time and I got caught up in doing that depth chart for the Rams. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the Part 2 of that playbook here. And I didn't really have too much to talk about with this one, other than giving you the difference between the 4-3 odd plays. I mean, you already know the deal when coming out and overplus and audibling into the odd formations here. These two odd formations, and all this other stuff, guys, the dime flats and the dime normal, those are just game finishing plays. So to say, fourth quarter, 1 minute, 20 seconds left, your opponent got the ball, you're on defense, you want to come out in the dime. You know he's going to pass the ball because he has to get that last touchdown in or whatever. You come out in this defense, even a quarter three deep are like those game finishing plays. You can send a little pressure from the three deep blitz right there. Quarter normal, you can undersmoke them. You know what I'm saying? The cover two contain all that stuff. You can send pressure while playing the deep ball, if you will. But the scheme in general revolves around the edge legend here, the 4-3 plays here. Come out in the overplus, audible into these two formations, the odd and the odd. But anyway, take a moment, guys, and look at the edge sting for me if you can. Look at that play. If you look at the strong safety, you can see that the strong safety is kind of closer to the rest of the defense, and the free safety is the farthest away. And if you look at the middle linebackers, like that, you see that guy, that middle linebacker, going on that curl blitz into that A gap right there. And look at the other guy, he's just standing there. He's in man coverage, but you can see the gap in between them, right? Okay, so now that you see that, you see the free safety and the strong safety. One's farther back, the other's not. But if you look at this formation, look at the LB Dogs play, triangle. Now the strong safety is the one farther back, the free safety is the one closer, and the two middle linebackers are pinched. Now, I know that's not completely important, but it is to me on how I like to play the game. Certain gaps, like that positioning with the middle linebacker, they get in that gap faster and more efficient when you squeeze them together. Now you can pinch the backers, you can do that, but I like it when they're actually, when you audible, and let's just say you come out in a 4-3 overplus, right? You see how that formation is? If you look at just any one of the plays, like the one QB contain, if you look at that, and then out of nowhere you audible from that play because it's from the overplus, and you audible into the LB Dogs because you want to send pressure. Those two middle linebackers will come close. They'll kind of shift over to the right just a little bit and get in the gap and get in there and get that tackle. What I like to do is I like to call the audible at the last minute, right before. I like to time the hike of my opponent, like kind of get his snap count down. And the moment I think he's about to snap it, I go ahead and audible into LB Dogs if he's in shotgun and get in there and get that sack, man, because some of those offensive linemen, they kind of block to the left, to the right. Some of them block straight. And what that does when they do block to the left and right, that leaves that middle linebacker a clear path to the quarterback. And I'll show it to you in the game. Same thing with the edge sting. That curl guy, he comes in on that curl so smooth. He comes in there quick too. I think that's Justin Houston I got for the Chiefs coming in on that blitz, and his power move is magnificent. So he manages to get home just about every time, guys. He might not make the tackle, but he puts his body in a way, forcing the quarterback to throw a pass that he doesn't want to throw, and that's what I like about it. But that's practically all I want to tell you guys. I mean, y'all already know how to run the edge legend. This 5-2 normal stuff is a mini scheme. It's a run-stopping defense that I have for it. I do not have the personnel set for it just yet. I'm just using the edge legend personnel, and during the game, I'm making necessary in-game, audibles. Taking people out, putting somebody else in. I might put the actual cornerbacks in their original spot. Like I might put Sean Smith back at his original spot. Put everybody back at their original spots when I come out in the 5-2 normal. But you got to be real quick at it. If you can substitute, I said audibles, I do apologize. If you can substitute players while playing the game, if you can do that quickly, then that is a talent that not a lot of us have. Needless to say, I can do it. I've been playing it long enough to be able to do that. But if you can do that, that is magnificent, guys. That just basically boosted your Madden skill up just that much more. If you can do in-game substitutions and stay in sync with the game, because some people can't do it because they say it takes too long. And It does if you're not sure where to put people, but if you already know where somebody goes and you can just do it just real quick, get it, do it. You know, I even mess around with the edge legend sometime. If I feel like a guy's killing my cornerback over there and I need to take Sean Smith out of the free safety position just for a little bit and put him back in his original cornerback spot, the number one spot, I'll do that. And then a few plays later, I go ahead and put him back as a free safety. Just kind of bounce around with it. It's all kinds of things you can do if you're able to multitask like that, and that just makes you that much of a better Madden player. When you go to tournaments and stuff, you'll notice that a lot of people can do that without even thinking about it. And those are the real Madden beasts right there, the guys that can just kind of just do things at the spur of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Just do an in-game substitution just quick and just put somebody here because another guy's not performing all that great. That's the level I'm on right now, and I'm trying to get better at that too. Walmart has a Madden challenge coming up on the 22nd, I believe. Yes, on the 22nd at 12 noon at the Garden Center, and I'm gonna go up there and play Madden 17 on the PS4 and see what happens. And that'll be my chance to see what the playbooks look like. They give you about 15 minutes to kind of go through the playbook and see what you want to do. And what I'm gonna do, 15 minutes, I don't even need that long. All I need is 5, maybe less minutes to set up the Edge Legend scheme with the depth chart that I want to run. And I'm going to run the Edge Legend on those Walmart shoppers. And they may or may not have any idea how to stop it. I won the one last year for 15. What they do is they give you a free Madden game, which I already had it. And they give you a $50 Walmart gift card. I end up taking the game to GameStop and getting the credit for it there and using it towards a PlayStation camera. Because the PlayStation camera costs $60, and I put that game towards that purchase and end up getting me a camera, guys. So I mean, it's if you have a challenge, try it. Get into one of them tournaments and see how you do. But other than that, guys, that's the end of this video. I just wanted to just show you the difference between these two odd formations. How one safety is farther back and the other one's closer on one formation than the other one. It's the opposite, and those middle linebackers are pinched. That is a important thing. I mean, it doesn't seem that important, but when you play, you'll see the difference on how fast those those backers get through those gaps, man. It's crazy. It's almost like what they call it, the nano blitz. That's what it seems like, but it's not, because you're not actually doing any type of shift the line here, pinch the line, spread the line out. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. By all means, go ahead and do it. But you don't even have to do that. Just call the play, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just pick a play, and that's all you got to do. And come to the line and run the ball. That's all you got to do. You don't got to do no shift here, shift there, pinch here. You don't need to do it. It does it for you. So that's why it's a non-glitch site that Edge created. Madden Edge is based off of non-glitch, and that's what we do, right? But anyway, let me upload this video, and I got a video. I'm gonna do a depth chart for the Jaguars, man. I remember saying I want to do one for the Jaguars, and yes, the Jaguars can run the Edge Legend, but they cannot run it as good as other teams, so be aware of that. But if you want to get out there and put your skill to the test, the Jaguars is the team to do it with, because they are not necessarily that great of a team. Needless to say, we can still win with them, but it'll be hard when you go against those guys that want to pick the daggone Patriots to go against your Jaguars. That's going to be difficult, but can it be done? Yes, I've seen it done. But just be aware, if you start getting in the top 100, playing with the Jaguars might not be the ideal thing to do. You might want to get somebody a little better, trust me. But anyway, y'all have a good rest of your day. Peace.